You could not write an anime better than this right here. All right, we do have an interview with our winners tonight. We're going to throw over to Steven for the translation. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Papa, Kilo, and Monte for a great cast for today's match. And now we're moving into interview booth with the winner of today's playoff, KT Roaster. And it's going to be a team interview. And first of all, congratulations for all of you guys. And as a captain, Score, given any comment for today's match? And Score said, first of all, I have nothing to say but to laugh. I'm really happy. And Cloud Temple said, someday you look little bit sad. And then some days said I had some mistakes, but he had a comment that the strongest team is not winning the series. He said that the team who survived from this match will go to final, and he said he did it, and he's really happy with it. And Dongjun said today overall it was very close match. There were a lot of team fight were going on. And then some they said that although we had a difficult in the first and second game, our teammate had a trust on each other, and we have shown up like a perfect performance in the team fight. And some they mentioned about the gangplank play and NAR. And also the coach had a great comment on us, and also the using a turret play was I think the main card for today's, and we're really happy to win today's match. Now Cloud Templar is asking about the jungler's pick for today's. Overall, all the picks and the ban were very important, but he thinks that Cloud Templar mainly think that asking about the jungler pick. And Score said, as you guys seen in the first and second game, we have practiced using Gragas, but after first and second game, we have talked with coach, and we think that the Gragas is not the right pick for us for today's match. That's why we turned my pick as to the Rek'Sai. So those kind of like strategic change really worked. And Score mentioned that the reason why I picked Rek'Sai because the overall our game were not switching the lane, we fight like the original lane. That's the reason why I picked Rek'Sai to use a ultimate to help it out for each lane. I think that's the main part that what makes the winning of today's match. So that's the reason why I picked Rek'Sai. So now Dongjun's asking, how did you guys prepare overall? And Hachani, you shown a great performance. And then how did you prepare? And how did you guys had only one day after Samsung match. So how did you guys prepare? And Hachani said the overall the pick champions is there's nothing weak or strong, so we're looking for more like combination, and we're more like not aggressive but a little bit like stand back, and we tried to catch the mistake from SKT one make, and we used some pick like Tarex to go in, so those kind of like play where it really worked out well. So the Cloud Templar asked about the combination and the synergy for today's match about Jin or like Tareq, Tahm Kench, those kind of pick. And Hachani said the overall Tareq and Tahm Kench is a pretty great pick in this meta. If you go half and half, it will be easy to save Jin, AD carry, and we can work it out in the late game. So that's the reason why I picked those kind of support. And now Dongjun's asking interview to Fly. So the Dongjun said overall the game that if you look at the several game before, if you win against SKT, mostly the mid lane fight was very important. So do you think you did a great job? And then the Fly said the overall it was very difficult, and he still thinks that Faker did a great job. He looks very tired. That's what the Cloud Templar say. You look very tired. And then now the Cloud Templar tried to make interview a little bit far going on and asking about the Echo pick from the third game. So what's the reason that you picked the Echo? And then Fly said he liked the Echo mostly. Like these days, he liked the Echo pick. So he even starting from the first game, he asked the coach to let me use the Echo, and then he eventually used it in the third game. It's kind of like a very short interview we're going on, but from the Fly. And now Dongjun will try to cover up with saying that he very concentrated a lot. So he's asking about what kind of call were going on during the team fight, and they were like kind of a solo kill. And then Fly said overall the team call were very kind of quiet when I had a bad performance, but overall our teammate helped me out really a lot. So and then Fly said, I had a very difficult time with Faker in the mid lane fight. That's the reason why I go to top lane, bottom lane, and try to make a game more smooth. So I think that really worked out. But overall, I had a really difficult time in the mid lane fight. So now Dongjun said, congratulations, Arrow. So overall, your main pick, we think, is that it's Jin. And Dongjun said that some team is thinking that Jin is not really great pick for new meta. But did you pick Jin as a team combination or as your confidence? So what's the reason? And the Arrow said, I picked Jin from the third game. So I had very struggle with other AD carry champion, but I'm really confident with playing Jin. That's the reason why I asked coach to play Jin, and it really worked out from the third game. That's why I would keep picking Jin, because they didn't also ban the champion. And Cloud Temple asked him, there were a lot of ultimate from Jin because there were like 3 games and you keep shooting like sniper. So are you like tired with it? And then Arrow said that it was hard for me in the over the last like 4th and 5th game, because they know like how my styles are going and using ultimate. So it was hard for me to get the other opponent with the curtain call. But it was pretty good for me to use Jin. I think it would really fit to me. Now the Dongjun say any comment, and the Arrow said that maybe my interview were kind of going in the wrong way, so you guys didn't have any expression. And then Dongjun saying that overall you guys are in interview, you guys were kind of confused because it was pretty big, like you guys turned the table around, like you guys winning from the third game. So everyone looked very tired, that's what Dongjun saying. And Dongjun said to any comment for your fans and everyone, score you guys in the final. Now scores with the 2 mic right now. And the score said, I always mention about revenge against SKT1 and I did it. And in the final, there will be much more fun, much more excited than today's match.
It's a tall order.
Damn.
And Dongjun said the next match for the final match will be Rocks Tiger versus KT Roaster. And this is end of the interview. And thank you very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Steven, for the translation as always. And yeah, I think we're gonna have a more exciting final than we had, semis today. Then my God, my body is ready.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope the finals delivers like this series. That was a hell of a run by KT to bring it all the way back from being down 0-2, and especially game 2, they lost in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And they had the fortitude to go on, keep on chugging, and win the series.
Yeah, lost in 25, won in like 33 or something like that in the next game, something in that realm, and then just kept on trucking, playing that very cautious game, slowly progressing forward.
Monty,
and in the end, they were able to.
You need
find
to settle
victory.
an argument. Everyone calls you SKT, Monty. Can you please fly the correct flag?
That's right, I will. Right here for you guys.
Congratulations to KT Rolster.
Yeah.
Very good job by them. And I mean, they overcame it. You didn't, a lot of people, we all came into this saying, like, yeah, KT probably win given SK Telecom.
No one was thinking that after game 2.
Yeah, but
nobody.
that's exactly what I was going to say. After game 1, you guys were like, SKT maybe 3-0.
Yeah, I thought for sure after game 1, SKT 3-0. I am really astonished that KT managed to make the adaptations, figure out a way to get that Jin, and make it work by playing around the Gnar. Just wonderful stuff in the draft and adaptations from KT over the series. And I think that if you had asked me, what is the least likely outcome of this series, it would have been
A reverse sweep
a
by KT.
KT reverse sweep. I would have said that is the smallest probability of happening out of any other result.
But it's also the sweetest.
It is also the most amazing.
Well, it definitely was a damn good night for us. I hope you guys had as much fun watching. We're going to have a bit of a break. We'll see you guys for the final on the 20th. Have a good night. We'll see you then.